Alright folks, Cody and Zach here, and Zach and Dad way down there looking this field. We went to look for a while. Zach came up on this killer blade. And Zach's dad found a bottom piece to a one, a real thin one. But I just came up on, I think, a flake knife. Real big. And it ain't really got flaking on it, but it's got the edges are all worked. All the edges. So, flake knife, I guess. Well, we're gonna keep walking back to you later. Goes back in about 5 minutes. Came up on this bottom piece, banged up real bad. Zach just found another couple bases. But I just came up on a killer adze. Look at that, it's hard to see. Camera won't adjust. Look at this. Oh, it's whole. Yes, it is whole. Look at that. Sweet. First whole one of the day. Or second whole one. We'll keep walking back to you later. Alright folks, back again. Zach just found this little bead right here. It had a hematite. And I just came up on a killer bird point. Look at that. I thought it was just a flake, but
that is.
Oh dude, it's old.
I walked right over that.
Dang dude. Look at that. Tiny little thing.
Show him this one. Did you already show him that one?
Yeah, and Zach came up on this killer. I mean, look at that. Oh man. Well, we're gonna keep walking back to you later. Alright, Cody, back again. Zach's taking a picture of it, but I just came on a fucking heartbreaker. I mean, hell heartbreaker. Zach just found this killer dovetail. Worked on the side right there. But I mean, that just came up on a killer.
Damn, face, I can tell it.
On this top of this dirt. Oh man. Oh man, are you kidding me? I've been due for a point. Oh man. Serrations up right at the top. It would have been killer. It would have been long. Man. Well, I'm gonna keep walking back to you later. Alright folks, back again. Me and Zach, and I'm walking for about 30 minutes. We found a bunch of stuff, but got a bunch of brokes I'm gonna put on a cleanup later, but I just came on a killer heartbreaker of a, I think side notch, or, I mean, phew. I cannot believe that. 2 heartbreakers already. Well, we keep walking back. Alright folks, Cody and Zach here again. Zach's dad left, and we both just came up on the killer. We both seen it at the same time. I think it's broken both sides. It would have been monstrous. Oh man, whoa. Dude.
Museum quality, dude.
I don't know what that would have been, dude.
That would have been something killer.
Huh. Can't tell without ears. Or something at the bottom. Square base. I don't know. Paper thin. That would have been killer. Alright, we'll get back to you later. Alright, that's Cody here. Zach's on the phone with his dad. His dad just left. We just came up on that killer broken one up there together, and I just came up on another killer one. Look at that. Look at the killer.
Look at this badass thumb scraper I just found.
Live killer action, guys. Zach just found a killer thumb scraper.
Alright, bye.
Look at that.
That's a nice one, yeah. See the bit over there?
Ding. Huh.
Right there.
I got one too. But
this is the bit.
Smooth. But yeah, here's that. Broken on both sides again. Well, we're getting closer to some good stuff. We'll get back to you later. Alright, it's Cody here. Zach just came up on a pink one over here. We thought it looked like a drill, but it way off. Look at that. Pink one. I walked up a little ways and I just found a little pink bird point. A spear point.
Killer colored, heat treated. It's
whole. Oh, dude. Yes. Nope, tip ding.
Tiny, tiny.
Damn, it curves.
That's crazy. I walked right over that.
Huh.
Sweet.
Well, keep walking back to you. Walking for a little bit. So we just found them 2 pink ones. That came up on this tip. Has like a flute in it. Dipper beige or something. But I just came up on one in the, right in the side. Whoa.
Drill.
No, it ain't.
I was about to say.
Thought it was.
That's a big one.
Whoa, crude. Huh. Well, we'll keep walking back to you later. Alright folks, back again. Just found that little tip over there. But I just came up on a base of one. Over here. Let's see. Huh. Damn. Well, we'll keep walking back to you later. Alright folks, back again. I just found that piece back there. I just came up on a nice little tool or blade, or it looks like it adds wax down there. It's hard to see. Get to adjust now. Oh, tip busted.
Adds for sure. That ain't broke, that's how adds are made.
That's
the bottom.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa, look at that.
Damn, that's a nice one.
Ain't it?
Face kinda.
Oh yeah, it's got that Cortex stuff. Real smooth.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, keep walking back to you. Alright folks, back again.
Steps later.
Yeah, I think I got another ad. I just flipped it out. I thought it was just a flake. But it's got a little ding on the side.
But big old dude.
Ain't it?
Dang, that's a blade, dude. That's
Is
thin.
it? Huh.
That is a
It is thin.
one.
Big old
Sweet
impact
blade.
fracture on the side.
They still use it though.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Oh well. Well, we'll get back to you later. Back again. I just came up on another tip or something. Yep. Bottom piece. Moving a killer. Real thin. Alright, we'll get back to you later. Alright folks, Cody here. Me and Zach. And I guess I'm gonna make a cleanup video of his because we gotta take him straight home. And then I gotta head home myself and get cleaned up and clean everything up. But it's one of the last souls he just found. Nice one. It's the one he found when he first got in. The wax base. Or top actually. This is the first one. Nice point he found. Huh, wish the sun was still out.
I'm saying it has some phenomenal flaking.
Yeah. There's the second one he found. A little dovetail. That was broken, but it's not. It's just reworked down. You can see some of the flaking. And then this pink one.
Pine tree or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
My dad found a killer too.
Yeah, his dad found one, but he left early. So I can't really get none on there, but... And then here's this little thumb scraper.
I like that thing.
Crazy thing. I mean, real smooth on bottom. We got a ton of pottery too. We left some pottery, so much of it.
Yeah.
And here's a...
Crude dude.
Crude dude. And here's the bead that he found.
Like reddish hematite or something.
Oh yeah, it's hematite. Alright, I'm gonna get home, clean mine up, and get back to you.
Alright folks, Cody here, I'm back. Me and Zach just got out of the field about 30 minutes ago and got home and everything, got cleaned up. And I cleaned up all these points here. This is all the finds of mine and Zach today. Got the pottery and stuff like that. But, got a bunch of bottom halves. Some really nice bottom halves too. This one got an ear on it. Single ear. And then, see here, this one, a little piece busted off the side of it. A quartz piece. This one's a whole tool. This one's, I think, whole too. This one's whole. We got a bunch of tools and stuff. And that one, got a big old chunk digging out here. Little square thing in the face, and then this one crazy, got like cave gunk on it. Not really sure. I'll give it off though. The whole thing. So, midsection. This thing right here, I thought was gonna turn like a little drill or something. Edge work. Really bad busted tip. So shiny. And then I got a bunch of pottery here. We left most of the pottery there. But I got this one right here, it's my favorite. See all the ticks or flex marks in it. The lines all the way down on both sides. Let's see, here we go. And then the rim part one. And then I got some more fucking hole tools and stuff. This would have been a little knife or something, little one, pretty thin. This is a square knife that I found. It's got crazy colors in it. Here's the other one we found. I think it's the last one we found in the day. And here's this one I found. It's a nice blue color to it. There's another one Zach found, one of the first ones he found when he got in. Pop mark out of it, but it's still pretty nice. This is that flake knife I found. The edges were busted at the bottom down here. Here's my ads. Really polished and smooth there at the bottom. And crazy flat bottom orange stuff. And here's the other one. I don't know, some blade probably. Got a big old break up there. And then here's a heartbreaker of one. Me and Zach both pointed at this thing. I mean, both. Same time. I think it would have been a little Atlee or something, where the flaking goes. But this thing would have been monstrous. It would have been about 6-7 inches. It was whole. And then here's this one tip I found I didn't get on video. Would have been a nice something. Hold on one second, my phone. Sorry about that, my phone. Alarm going off. Should turn it off. I got this one that found right next to Zach. There's a live action he got. Same color and pretty about 10 feet away from each other. He ran right over this one because he the little pink one. And then he found this bottom one. It was a little ear ding on this little point, curvy little point. And then I got this. Alright, you see that? See, base here. The other base or right side notch. The tips I found. Another tip that I found. Would have been a killer. Another tip we found. Good flaking, would have been a killer one. Broken drill bit. This is it. One of the tips I pulled out. Nice little tip. It dinged up real bad, but it's a broken point I found. I don't know where it would have been. So much damage done to it. And I got this killer little blade. Nice little one. And then, let's see here. I got this little top part, bottom part of the blade. This little thumb scraper. Zach's got one, put to my shame, but it's pretty nice. A turtleback scraper or something like that. I got this midsection here. A nice one. And this bottom half Zach found. Just a dahlia, pretty sure. Here's this little uniface point thing I found, I think. Somebody's flaked on this side good, but it's just real flat on that side. Crazy little thing. Here's this little drill thing of Zach's. Busted a bit right there. Not really, but I mean, it has this one spot that is, work is pure smooth, polished smooth. Here's my little drill thing, little drill bit. Crazy little thing, Unibase. I think I showed you that. And let's see, here's my whole find of the day. Like a little point, little bird point. This thing is tiny, real tiny. I'm glad I found it. Zach stepped right over it to get to one of his points. I looked back and seen it sticking inside. Got pictures of it, you'll see them. But here's my killer heartbreak of the day. My stomach felt real sick after I found this. I mean, it was right on the island, just sitting right on it. Serrated teeth don't get up until way up here. I mean, this thing would have been the day maker. But I think that's about everything. But me and Zach could probably get out there later on, after another rain or something, and check it out.